Hi everyone, it's Ashley. I just wanted to get on here really quick. I know it's been a really long time since I posted a video, and that comes with good reason because I have been in transition with my planner system, and I wanted to wait until I got everything in before I talked about what was going on. So, one of the big things for me is that I really have been wanting the A5 size domino in deep pink. And I never thought that I would get it. And it just so happened that right after I got the personal size, someone on Facebook contacted me. They saw my in search of post and they were willing to sell me theirs. And I was beyond ecstatic. My unicorn, holy grail, blah, 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 blah. So I'm very happy that I was able to receive that. But that kind of put me in a little bit of a rut because I had no intention of getting said binder. And so now I'm like, oh my gosh, now I have to get inserts and all these things. So it's been a little hectic in my planner world. I'll just have to say that. Before I get into what my new system is going to be, though, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys something really quick. This is not a planner. This beauty right here is a notebook cover. And I'm hoping that you guys can hear me good and better. I'm using headphones this time, so let me know in the comments below if the sound quality is better, if it's too loud, whatever the case may be. But yes, so this says Have a Glitter Day. It's from Betsy Johnson. It is from Trolls, from the collaboration that she did with Trolls. It says Betsy Johnson on the back. In the back flap here, it says Trolls, and it's just a regular plain lined notebook in here. Pretty thick. I think the specification said it's 8 by 6 by 1, so it's about an inch thick. And I just use this to take notes in meetings, in trainings, whatever the case may be. So that's what that is. And what I'm doing for the remainder of this year is I'm in my A5. Look at it. So pretty. I'm in the A5 domino, excuse me, in deep pink that I never thought I would get my hands on. So this is kind of how I have it set up right now. I have some magnets from Michael's Recollections, my planner cat that is in every single planner that I ever use. Absolutely love it. Some other post-it notes from Michael's Recollections. I have some my meeting passes for our monthly meetings. And then this came with like tabbed paper and some dividers, and I'm going to make new dividers. I just haven't gotten around to going to Michael's to pick up the paper for it. And also this isn't completely set up to how I want it to be, but I couldn't put off this video any longer, and there's a lot of work to be done with what I want to do with this binder. This in 2017 isn't going to be exactly used as my planner binder. It's just going to be my business binder where I keep some extra things and important papers and things of that nature. But I may at some point unbind and put my 2017 planner in here, like unbind it and punch it and put it in here. I just haven't decided if that's what I really want to do yet. That was my original plan, and then once I got the planner, I was like, this feels really nice in the hand. Maybe not. So we'll get there when we get there. But right now, what I have going on is I have the remainder of 2016 in here. So I have my November and December in here, and then I have my weekly pages. And basically, what I did is I just destroyed my passion planner. And honestly, I was just like, you know what? Planners are made to be loved. And how I decide to love them is how I decide to love them. I paid the money for it. I can do what I want with it. Instead of just printing off the pages and paying extra money, I just decided to, rip it out. So that's what's been going on with this. Now you can see like this whole week I did nothing. And that's because my brain was in a whole complete other mindset. And this week was crazy. It was a really crazy week, and I was gone from over the weekend, and I just couldn't I couldn't. I'm a little bit back into it now, being that I have no choice. But that's that. And then on the back, I have my passion roadmap for the remainder of the year. And then these are just some dividers that are empty. But what I did do is I went to Bed Bath and Beyond, and they had some A5 size coloring books with maybe like 40 different types of scenes in it. And one of the things that I really wanted to put in here was a coloring book. I have coloring books here at home, but I just wanted something that I could use on the go. I'm not a doodler, but a lot of times in meetings and in trainings, I find that I find myself wanting to be able to doodle and wanting to be able to draw, but not necessarily having the skill or know how to do it. So I feel like a coloring book would be a good solution to that. And I have a whole bunch of like gel pens and color pencils that fit right into my meeting, like my business tote. And so I thought that that would be a good idea. And if I'm just on the go, it's just easy. So that's what this is. And I got it at Bed Bath & Beyond. If I find the name of it, I will link it below. But it's like at their cash out section. And I think it was like $10, if that. But isn't that pretty? It's gorgeous. I love it. So the rest of this is just empty dividers. All the way up until you hit the back. And I just have some functional stickers and Post-its and things of that nature. Trying to make sure I don't show. I mean, if you guys use my rewards cards, all you're going to do is just get me points. So I just have my hotel rewards cards, and my Starbucks card. And then I have how to manage your sales leads that my sales director sent me. And then on the back, I have our meeting calendar for our, that my sales director gives out at the beginning of every month. And then in here are some other stickers. Now, let's just talk about these real quick. Hello. If you've ever seen this anime called, I think it's Chai Sweet Home, really cute. It's about a cat, and who doesn't love cats, and who doesn't love planner cats? So these stickers came with another part of my planner system. I got this Hobonichi Weeks that I purchased off of the Hobonichi Buy Sell Facebook group. And all this is going to be used for is literally just my finances. I'm just using this to track bills. And honestly, quite frankly, is it necessary for me to track bills in a completely different system? No. Why am I doing it? Because I wanted this planner because there was cats all over it. Plain and simple. We're all planner addicts. We're all planner nerds. If you're here and you're not a planner addict and you're not a planner nerd, you will be soon. So just get used to it. I wanted the planner with the cats, guys, and it was super cute. And so I decided that I would dedicate it to be my finance planner. And it'll probably hang out at home most of the time. So, that's that. There's no shame in my game. So what I'm going to be using for next year, and if I can get this done in less than 15 minutes, it's going to be a miracle. Hello, Hobonichi Techo 2017 Cousin. This is what I'm using for next year. I do have a cover for it. Don't know if I want to use it. I'm really weird about it. I kind of like it just like this. I have an oversized clutch that this fits into perfectly that I could use to keep it safe. But quite frankly, like I stated before, planners are made to be loved. And I don't mind loving this. And it's quite a... Let's see if I can do the... That's a pretty solid cover right there. And I'm a little OCD, or a lot of OCD, and I don't generally toss my planners around. I treat them with care. I'm precious with them for the most part. So I use them, but I'm still precious with them. So it'll be fine. So I'm just going to break down how I'm going to be using this. If you've never seen a Hobonichi before, and if you haven't, get from under the rock. This is a really great planner. It comes from the Hobonichi website out of Japan, and it's in half Japanese, half English. So it's just enough English so that you know what you're looking at. So what I'm going to be using these monthly overviews. I saw someone on Pinterest. What they did was they wrote they turned it this way and wrote horizontally here the tasks that they wanted to track each month, and then they used this to track the tasks. So I think that's a good idea. I think I'll use it for that. I haven't decided what tasks I want to be tracking, so we'll figure that out. Uh-oh. Looks like something got smudged. That's not good. Okay, so what I have my monthlies. I guess I'll just stick that out. Unfortunately, it looks like I smudged something here, but it's not that big of a deal. But in my monthlies, I've already kind of started pre-planning a little bit, planning out events that I know are going to be happening next year. So that's basically, the monthlies are going to stay the same. I'm just going to be putting big events so I can keep track of them. And then this also has a weekly section, which was a big deal for me because, as you all know, coming from Passion Planner and how much Passion Planner impacted me in my planning process, which I heavily discussed in some of my first videos, I really absolutely needed to have these appointment times in order for my brain and my OCD to be pleased. So that was a really big influence on me getting this planner. So this runs from 6 a.m. to midnight, which superbly pleases my OCD. It's amazing. And I'm still going to be using the same system of monthly goals, because there is a section here for that you can track. You can write down your goals for the month or your focus for the month, and then transferring the breakdown of those goals into weekly actions, weekly plannable actions. So there's still plenty of room and space and real estate for that in this planner. That's what I plan on doing. And then moving forward, the really cool thing about Hobonichis in the past couple of editions of the Hobonichi is that they've added some things. If you never had a Hobonichi cousin or original Techo before, they never used to have these like overview pages, and I'm going to show it to you once I pull it up. So one thing they never used to have was this. They never used to have this overview page at the beginning of the month where it says, remember this, and you can like list your goals or list whatever you want. And I'm going to use it to list goals. And there's some show through here. I don't care. I've never been too much of a person. Like most people, when it comes to Hobonichi and Tomoe River Paper, they're like, oh, it's showing through. The ink shows through. Listen, I know that I wrote on the other side of the page. The fact that I can see it is not a surprise to me. I'm not going to be like, oh, what? I wrote on the other side of the page? Yes, you did. It's a planner. You're using it. Get over it. Okay? Anyway, moving on. So this is something they never had before either. They never had the turning the page to a new year section where you have all this space to kind of creatively think out your year and what you want to do. I mean, most people would probably use this for journaling, but I'm going to put my passion roadmap here. One thing though about planning in a Hobonichi is that I am not using friction pens anymore, because friction pens I find that on Tomoe River Paper, when you try to erase them, it can leave a smudge. And that's not cute, guys. That will make my OCD crazy. So I'm just using regular pen. I'm just, being smart about what I write down. So I'm going to be using this as my passion roadmap. I revamped it. I did 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and 2 year. And I have it going counterclockwise because for some odd reason, if you look here at this one, it's a little janky because my printer wasn't being nice, but they have it 3 months, 1 year, and then it pops to 3 years and then lifetime. And I'm just like, I understand that. I really don't understand what they're trying to do. I understand that lifetime they probably put up top because they were like, oh, this needs to be the bigger picture focus because this is the end goal. But then 3 years, but then they went 3 months, 1 year. And it really should have been, if they were going to do it, it should have been lifetime 3 years, 1 year, 3 months, or lifetime 3 years, 1 year, 3 months. Like, it's not cohesive. It doesn't flow. And that just didn't work well for me. I'm like, I'm looking in different places to try to find what my goal mapping is. And I'm like, that's counterproductive. So I decided to revamp it to my liking.